Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTV, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my Cuban links on.
Yes, Cuban B.
I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good. Oh.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the crime, Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
What's good, Barry?
Not much. What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. I mean, we got to get some.
Gotta get a horse in the starting gate.
Yeah, it's true. But real quick, we got a horn to toot.
Wolf of Oaklawn on the
track. That's right.
That was my attempt to use my producer tag again, and I think I might have failed miserably with it. But yeah, we had a winner yesterday. I had a winner yesterday. The horse that was 12-1 on the morning line, we got it home. What were the odds? Maybe don't worry about that part. It was a moral victory with that horse. But oh well. What did you think about that? The horse being bet down that far?
Yeah, I had a feeling the horse was going to get bet down. I didn't think the horse would go off favored, but geez,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cheap one, but any excuse I get to use that air horn, I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
That's what's up.
That's all right. Well, guys, it's Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, Barry and I offer you nothing but our best. That's right. It's time for Wednesday's best bets. We've gone through this Churchill Downs card from the rooter to the tutor to find you our very best plays, and maybe it's a horse at huge odds, maybe it's a high confidence pick, maybe it's a little bit of both. Let's pull up some past performances. Cheer. We're talking Churchill Downs Wednesday. That's right. Today, the 24th of September, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for the cards is going to be 12:45 p.m. Eastern, 11:45 a.m. God's time, 9:45 a.m. Pacific time, out on the Pacific coast. And Barry, by virtue of how numbers work, you lead us off today in race 5, 6 furlongs, $12,500 claimer on the dirt. Barry, what is your best bet in race 5?
Yeah, I chose this race. I thought there could be some chaos. I'm not really fond of the horse that I think might get bet, the 8 Kunshan Bridge. Getting Irad, and this horse is dropping into this class, but I just don't think this horse can really run that well. I know he's coming from the New York circuit in Parks down to here. His last race was terrible. I really don't know what to make of that horse in this spot. I just don't like this horse on the win end anyway. I ended up going to number 3, Twirling Roses. Now, this horse is coming in from a lesser circuit in Hawthorne, but was running at a higher level and running well at a higher level. $25,000 open company, to be specific. Won a race like that in April. Came close again July 20th. Ran a pretty decent race that day. Last time, I just think 25,000 is way too high. And this spot seems very logical. The horse has enough speed to be up close, which I think will be great. Even if this horse gets the lead, that'll be okay. It doesn't seem like they'll be trying to do that, but just being forwardly placed should be enough. I mean, this horse has proven he could pass horses or be on the lead. I like both of those trips. When this horse was claimed, he ran pretty much the best race out of anybody in this race. So I think this horse has a better shot than the odds, or at least the morning line dictates. So we're going to play a $20 win bet on number 3, Twirling Roses, and we're going to do a $1 try key, which I usually don't do a lot of. But if we're getting a price on the 3, I want to make sure we kind of don't leave any money on the table. So we're going to key the 3 on top with the 2 Sutherland, another speed horse who actually won or almost won an open claimer 12,500 last time on September 12th. We're going to use the 8, who I mentioned before, Kunshan Bridge, and we're going to use the 11 Ludwig from the outside. I think this horse might be able to hang around. Should get out and go. But there's really not much in this race. But I think Twirling Roses might have a little bit of an edge on the drop. Nondescript coming from Hawthorne. The elements are there for this horse to be a decent price. So we're gonna take a chip shot at number 3, Twirling Roses, in race number 5.
What would you say that you're taking it to the hoop?
Yeah, Euro step.
Love Duncan, guy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Something about okay. So
No, my favorite order is at Duncan.
What's that?
A medium iced caramel latte with extra caramel.
Okay.
Hence the reason why I have health issues. But that's another podcast altogether.
Like I always like to tell people, I'm just slowly dying of whatever it is that's eventually going to kill me.
I don't drink coffee much, so I guess that's in my favor.
That's fair. I have one confession to make, which is you lost me after you said Twirling Roses, because after you said that, in my head, I've just been fucking
sideways.
Just shredding the guitar solo from November Rain and the
that's
Guns
tough
N' Roses
right
song.
there. That's
yeah.
tough.
But like in my head, I'm wearing just like a vest, no shirt, top hat, and I'm just crushing that guitar solo.
My favorite Guns N' Roses song is Paradise City.
Well, I mean, it rocks. It rocks the hardest.
It does. I mean, this one,
it's true.
I was a pretty big Guns N' Roses fan when I was a kid. Surprisingly.
Listen, guys, everyone who thinks the show is just too much of the hippity hop doesn't know how.
No, I get down with Axl Rose, man. That's my.
We're well-rounded individuals.
Hey, I went to school with Sully Erna. So how about that?
I don't have no idea who that is.
Godsmack, lead singer.
Oh, okay.
Man.
All right.
Come on. How I know more of that than you do?
I know the original bassist from Evanescence. He's pretty cool. His name is Will.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, we've all got a little bit of that on our end. Okay. Here's my play. Comes out of race 7, 8.5 furlongs, $175,000 optional claimer on the dirt. I'm going to be playing a $20 win on the number 8 Notary at 10-1, and I'm going to play a $1 exacta key box. It's going to be 8 with 145. I was waiting for a twinge of excitement to hit me with this card, and nothing really kind of scratched that itch. Nothing really satisfied that twinge. Every race, save for this race that I'm playing, looked fairly chalky. So I'm going to take a shot with probably the only real price that I liked on the card, which is that number 8 Notary. And I'm expecting Notary to sit about 2 lengths off of the early speed, which I projected to come from 3 horses, the 2 Trademark, the 4 Dragoon Guard, and the 6 Best Actor. And I think all 3 of those horses are pace compromised because all 3 should be pushing each other. I don't think any of them come out on top. I like Notary because Notary should be sitting wide with first run on these 3 horses. And if this race was taking place in March of 2024, say that this horse would have been favored. But you really have to look past an ugly running line last out where they only really clocked a 76 buyer. But that was also the first race off of the long layoff that was like a year plus. And it's encouraging that it was a win in that effort, which appears to have just been a little bit of a tune-up at Prairie Meadows, I think, where I think Notary just did enough to win. So I'm playing that, and then I'm doing the $1 exacta key box 8 with the 1, 4, and 5. And I think if Notary hits this exacta, that it still pays well, regardless of if he's first or second. I'm including the 3 horses. I think we're actually good enough to hit the board. One's going to be the early speed I mentioned, of the 4 Dragoon Guard, who's probably is going to be your favorite in this race. The number 1 Speed Bias at 31, and the number 5 Bendug at 4-1. Those are the 2 horses I think should be coming out of the same wave of pace as my top pick, Notary, and any 3 of those possible, to win or to just finish second. So I decided to key box here. I'm starting to employ more key boxes. Barry, does that make me a baby back bitch?
No, that
Okay.
means that you are pressing your opinion, which is key. I mean, it's good that you bring that up because you don't really ever want to bet against yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's your horse. You want to push that horse to the front. Now, it wouldn't begrudge you to kind of, if you wanted to, play an exacta, keying the 8 second as a quote unquote place bet. I do that quite a bit, but you're really not betting against yourself there. I mean, well, you are. I'll take that back. You are, because of the fact that you can only hit one of those bets.
Yeah.
So it's just something that you have to kind of work around when you're bankroll management and when you're playing. But it's definitely a situation that comes up often. Like with my horse, that horse is 15-1, assuming that the horse is going to be around double-digit odds.
Yeah.
You want to press that opinion more than putting a shorter price horse on top. But I like the way you played this because I think Bendug is going to finish second like he always does.
That's fair. That would be nice. It'd be a whole lot
He
better.
lugs in. I think I tweeted about it several times. I was like, oh, watch Bendug lug in the stretch and finish second. That's what he's going to do today. One horse that I did like in that race, actually, that you didn't include was Trademark. Horse kind of dropping in a little bit and likes the track. I think that's really the only, in the distance. And 15-1, maybe sneak in there for underneath, but who knows? And Anna Marie is just a total disappointment to me.
Yeah, that's a horse that would just kind of burn money for me, I think. Right. Yeah, Trademark. There we go. With who we have here? Victoria Oliver, a little junior.
She's very cold.
Up.
As training goes, she's very cold, but I think getting Lasix might help this horse in this race. On the drop, getting the Lasix again. We'll see.
I will bet a 0% trainer in a heartbeat. I love betting 0% trainer.
Well, yeah, because they're always cold on the board and they win eventually. And it's good to be there when they do because they blow up the toe board.
Yep. All right, Barry, how do you feel about wrapping up picks?
I think we should.
Is mandatory. Here you go.
Good volume. All right, so race 5, we got a $20 win bet on number 3, Twirling Roses, and a $3 try key, or $1 try key, the 3 on top over the 2, 8, and 11 to the hoop.
To the hoop. And remember, stick around until
No regular Whitey pay me.
That's right. Don't leave.
Until Whitey pays. All right, here we go. Wednesday, Churchill Downs. My best bet comes into race 7. $20 win on the number 8, Notary, who is 10-1, I believe, on the morning line. And a $1 exacta key box, 8 with 1, 4, and 5. So that puts me in for a total of $26. An economical $26, I might say. That's a large bankroll for how we typically play. I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this point.
I try to keep it around $30.
Just because you like to get paid whenever you get something right.
That's correct. ROI is the key.
That's right. All right, that's going to be it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be talking the big Backwood card Saturday with the Woodward, all sorts of graded stakes on that card. And that'll be 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. God's time, 11 a.m. Pacific time on the Pacific Coast. So join us for that. That's going to do it for us, other than me figuring out what we are going to ride out on here.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go.